I'm going to show you how to grow the size of your newsletter list using an Omnisend account and using my particular strategy for sign-up forms specifically. Now, I want to be transparent, this video is sponsored, but I can highly recommend taking a look at Omnisend as a viable alternative to Klaviyo. Okay, a lot of you guys watching this are probably thinking, okay, Omnisend or Klaviyo. Yes, this is sponsored. However, I can stand by their product. Recently, at the time of recording, these guys have become a lot more robust in terms of their service offerings compared to that of Klaviyo. And let's be honest, most of us are comparing Omnisend to Klaviyo. Omnisend is significantly more affordable on a month-by-month basis than what Klaviyo is and has pretty much all the functionality you're gonna need within that platform. Now, in this video, I'm gonna be referencing a school community. That is my community. It's completely free. There's a link in the description. You should check it out. And if you have any questions, check them in the comment section down below. But you can also get me for free 30 minutes every single week in my group call in the free school community. So we'll see you there. Anyway, let's get into the video. So the core element to any good email marketing strategy is making sure you actually have a list to work with in the first place, right? You got to actually be talking to people. And I know it's 2026 and people are afraid of talking to each other, but the bigger the list and the more people you have to speak to, the more likely you are to make sales. So overcome that social anxiety and let's get into this video. There are 3 ways that you can typically grow an email list. I'm sharing my screen right now, and this is the 3rd way, but the 2 first ways are number 1, somebody placing an order. Number 2, somebody subscribing in the footer section of your email, of your website. And then number 3, subscribing via a pop-up form, okay? Now, to get people to sync after they place an order, and to get people to sync after they subscribe in the footer of your website, let me give you an example of what I mean. Bold Aviator. Website here, just a classic example of a business. We go here, right here. See this bad boy right there? When people opt into that, ideally that'll get added to your Omnisend account. To ensure that happens, you need to go into your store settings and make sure that your store is connected right here. Okay, so store settings, go down to the very bottom, click connected store, okay, and ensure that you are fully connected just like this. That will mean that placed order events and list subscriptions from that footer section will show up here. But it'll also mean that when you build your sign-up forms in the form section here, they will show up on your website. And then when captured, be added to a list. Now, what I'm going to explain first is more general strategy from a sign-up form perspective and how you want to approach sign-up forms. Really quickly, I recommend building your forms within the platform itself. I know everyone likes to talk about Aaliyah. I'm not a fan because it's list growth for the sake of list growth. I'll speak about the, shoot me a DM. I'm hyper concerned about my personal brand and reputation, and I know everyone loves Aaliyah. I'll speak to you guys about it from a DM perspective. Save your money on your subscription, all right? If you're curious, just send me a DM and I'll speak all about it. But the sign-up forms you want to build are the following, all right? So, obviously this is just a dummy design here, but you want to have a sign-up form that first offers them an incentive, captures their email address, just like this, and once they give you that email address, you ask them a question around what they're interested in, okay? When you ask them what they're interested in, you're going to take that information and you're going to use it in your welcome series, which I'll explain in the video further down. If you're watching this on school, I believe it'll be the next module. If you're watching this on YouTube, join my school community. Okay, so you capture their interest category, and I'll show you how to do that in a second, and then you give them the discount on the final step. Now you're probably noticing here, Gavin, where's the SMS opt-in? You do not ask for SMS opt-in in the same form that you ask for people's email opt-in. Why? Because when you ask people for their SMS number as a second step, you're going to see about a 25 to 45% drop-off rate in how many people give you their SMS number and complete this form. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, who cares? I've already got their email address, right? No, you care because if they enter their email address and they drop off, they do not see the discount code. The only way they can get the discount code is by leaving your site and going into their inbox, which is a terrible user experience. Forcing somebody off of your website to go into your inbox, the most distracting place on the internet, to find a code to then give you money, that is stupid. Do not do that, okay? Instead, have the discount code on this final step of the form and make them get there, okay? So when they have this final step, they click the discount code and it auto applies it and then increases your on-site conversion rates, all right? Now these forms here show up, okay, after 8 seconds as a pop-up. Okay, I'm going to show you how to set the settings in a second. You're then going to duplicate these forms and have them show up as a flyout after 45 seconds on URLs with the word product, checkout, and cart. What that does is it gives people another opportunity to opt in for your email marketing after they close this initial form. Once this form is closed, they have the opportunity to opt in again when they're demonstrating higher buyer intent. Okay? So someone's like, you know what, I'm not interested right now, I'm not going to place an order, I'm not going to give you my email address, but you give them another opportunity to opt in right here, and it increases your list growth and your on-site conversion rates. Really quickly, sorry to interrupt the video, I just wanted to tell you something really cool that we've started doing with Inbox. I've actually created a school community where I teach you anything and everything I know about email and SMS marketing, from really advanced campaign strategies to how to simply set up your Klaviyo account, all the way to building really, really cool automations for the back end of your e-commerce store. Whether you're a business owner trying to learn how to do email marketing or an email marketer trying to learn how to become a better email marketer, there is a link in the description to this school community where I teach you everything I know. Check it out, it's worthwhile. Book a call to have a chat with me to see if you're a right fit for the community, and if you are, I'd love to get you in there. Anyway, sorry for interrupting your video, let's get back to it. All right, there's a third step I'm going to show you in a second as well. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm actually going to give you a link to this strategy right here, because this is a lot more in depth. It's the exact same thing, okay? And this is rule structures for within Klaviyo, but you can apply these directly to Omnisend. So this form here, 8-second delay pop-up, like I just said. This form here, fly out after 45 seconds. I'm actually going to go ahead and show you that you have this link right here. Link to the form mentioned. It's right here. So you can literally take this strategy and implement it yourself if you're in the school community. So, 45-second delay. Then you're going to have another form, which is a flyout, after 20 seconds, which is going to target people who are opted in but have not placed an order, and it's going to remind them of that discount code. You have this form here because what it does is it increases your on-site conversion rate. This form here, that shows up after 28 seconds as a flyout, will only show to people who have never placed an order but have opted into their email marketing. And I'll show you how to set that up in a second. What that form does is it increases your on-site conversion rates, okay? Doesn't actually capture emails, but it increases your on-site conversion rates. And then I have an SMS section here as well. I'll explain this one separately. But let's go into Omnisend and I'll show you how to create these. So you have your sign-up form 1 as your pop-up, okay? This is what your form looks like. Now I'm not going to show you how to design a sign-up form here because it's not worth your time, right? Just play around, you'll figure it out. But what I do want to say is I want you to look at the behavior tab right here, okay? So you've got the behavior, display, time on page after 8 seconds. Targeting does not appear on the following URLs. Cart, checkout, product, order, thank you, pages, URL. I'm going to delete this one here. It does not show up on the following URLs. URLs containing cart, checkout, product, order, thank you, and pages. The reason it doesn't show up there is because there's no point in showing somebody a discount if they're on the thank you page, or if they're on the order page, which is after they've ordered, or if they're on the cart, checkout, and products, because you're going to have your secondary fly out after 45 seconds show there. All right. So when they enter in their email address, enter, make sure it points them, submit form. Okay. Now, that is what you're going to do. This is your form here, okay? That's all you got to do. That's the behavior that you're going to have for the first form. Okay, save and close. Then, on that second form, I'm just showing you the initial steps here. On that second form here, you're going to have it, take a look at the behavior, 45 seconds. In the display, only appear on these URLs, cart, checkout, product, okay? Because that prevents the clash with the other form, okay? Then what you're going to do, that's your second form, then you have your discount reminder, Okay? This reminds people of the discount code. Targeting, okay? You're going to target a specific segment. Okay? So we're here. We go into, well, first of all, we'll go into display, show after 20 seconds. Visibility on all devices. Targeting. Target by a specific segment. And you're going to search for a segment. Now, right now, we don't have a segment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Omnisend, save changes. I'm going to duplicate this tab, and we're going to create the segment that we need. I've even given you the rule here. That's the segment definition. So we're going to go into Audience, Segments, Create Segment, Create from Scratch, Add Filter, Subscription Status, is subscribed to email, okay? And we're going to create another one here. We're going to make it and, not or, and. See here, we don't have the placed order metric, but you would type in placed order, okay? See if I can find it here, because the integration is not fully dialed in. But you go placed order 0 times overall time, okay? And you do another one. You go duplicate, you go and, you go subscribed, okay? And you go is subscribed to email, okay? And you're going to do this. Subscription status is subscribed and date of edition is not in the last 3 days, okay? So subscription status is subscribed to email marketing. Then you click and then you go placed order. Mine's not showing up right now, but you would click placed order 0 times in the last, or rather, placed order 0 times overall time. And then subscription status is subscribed to email and date of edition is not in the last 3 days. So what that means is you're only showing this form. We're going to go ahead and click, we're going to create this form here. Bear with me. I'm going to click save and show contacts. What this means is that if I go into the form here, discount reminder, okay, and I have this form target a specific segment, okay, so if I go here, audience management, and you go up here and you click, so you go targeting, okay, you go targeting, visitor targeting options, target by a specific segment, include, click the one that you just created. This means this form here will remind people who have opted in for the discount code and have not placed an order and have subscribed at least 3 days ago, this form. The reason we do the 3 days ago is because we don't want people who opt in to immediately see this discount code right after. Then you click enable form, and that completes your list growth process, okay? Now, if you want to do SMS, I haven't created an example here, but you want to do this. You want to create a segment of people who've subscribed to email marketing and cannot receive SMS marketing, okay? And have subscribed to list 0 times in the last 3 days. Then you want to offer people the option to opt in. You don't want to target everybody with an SMS opt-in. You only want to target existing subscribers with SMS opt-in who cannot receive SMS marketing, okay? So you create this segment right here, okay? Pull that in, pop it into Klaviyo, or rather, sorry, Omnisend, and then have it target. That's how you grow your list with sign-up forms. And obviously have all these people point to a specific list, okay? So when you click here, all right, audience management, all right, when they opt in, they'll be added to your account, which can then trigger the flow. Okay, so that is the sign-up form module. We'll go on to the next one now.